So we're here with Kane Salvin, just met him. Firstly mate, how are you?
I'm brilliant, thank you. Can't wait to get into the ring. 5 weeks to go now.
Brilliant. So obviously, like I said, I know that you knew about this fight 5 weeks ago, something like that. Obviously you've had a chance to train already straight into camp 5 weeks ago. How have the first 5 weeks been?
Oh, brilliant. I can't ask for any better how camp's going at the minute. Everything's fine. I'm enjoying it, loving what I'm doing at the minute.
Brilliant. So obviously still being a baby in the sport, obviously already achieving central area title at another weight. How has that kind of affected you mentally, knowing that obviously you've achieved the central area title being only 22, still a baby in the sport? Do you feel like you've got obviously a lot more to achieve?
Yeah, I've got loads to achieve and I've got plenty of time to do it, and I'm not in no rush. I've probably got another 10-15 years in this sport. I'm not rushing nothing. I'm just looking for good fights, interesting fights, and this is one of them.
Brilliant. So obviously having the chance to obviously achieve a central area title at another weight 2 times as well, how would that obviously, what would that obviously mean to you as well, being at only 22 with obviously still a whole career to go?
It's one of the things that's exciting. You don't see many 22-year-olds with that title, and the opportunity to do it, actually, I can't thank Steffi and Ryan enough for getting me this opportunity to do it, and it's going to be on a good show. It's a new venue and we're going to be topping a bill.
Brilliant.
So it's brilliant.
So obviously going on to your opponent, obviously a bit of a different, he's at a different stage of his career compared to yourself. Obviously you're only 22. How would you kind of rank Conor and obviously what and who you've fought already?
He's a good opponent. He's probably going to be the best opponent I've faced, and that's, I'm not under no illusion that I'm going to walk straight through him. I know I'm going to be in for an hard night, but at the end of the day, when you put us both in, we both worked hard, it's going to be an exciting fight, and that's the main thing. Both in there to get his jobs done.
Definitely, mate. Obviously, looking back at obviously Conor's last fights, he has obviously been in trouble, he has been hurt.
Yeah.
How would you kind of react to maybe his last fights that he's been in and the wars he's been in?
Like I say, he's been in some wars and they're all good and like it's experience to be in, but are they good in long run? That's the thing he's got to test. And he's never been in a 10-round fight. Like I say, I have. I've been in a 10-round fight. I've already won a title. I know what it means to be a champion. I've done it before. He's not quite done that yet. And like I say, it's one of them to be an exciting night for him. And it's one of them, it can go anywhere on the night. It's small show, big crowd, interesting fights on. We'll see who's the better man on the day.
So obviously going on to obviously Conor, obviously he's obviously undefeated. Obviously you know what it's like to obviously take a loss, obviously coming off a loss. Do you feel that maybe goes into your hands a little bit, knowing what it is to obviously take a defeat and come back from that, whereas Conor hasn't necessarily experienced that?
It's not that it's going to change my look on anything. It's not going to change how he feels about anything. Like I say, I've experienced it. I know what it feels like, but I also know I can come back through it. Like I said, I lost in a 4-round fight, but I've also won a 10-round central area title fight. They're things that both of me he's never done before. So they're 2 more experiences that he's not experienced yet, what he's not witnessed and don't know how to deal with yet.
So obviously, do you feel when Conor obviously signed to take this fight against yourself that he has underestimated, him and his team have underestimated you a little bit?
I'd like to hope not, but like I say, who knows what he's thinking. Like, if he has underestimated, it's going to be a tough night for him. Because I've lost 1 fight in 7, and I've already been an area champion, so sure that should be saying something. I've already beaten 5-0 and beaten Lad in my home city in Sheffield on a big show already. I've been on these big shows, I've already done it. So if he's underestimated me, he's made a bit of a mistake there.
So obviously comparing your style as well, obviously like you said in your central area fight, obviously gloves are up, coming forward, putting pressure on your opponent. Obviously Conor's more of a, like you said, boxing off the back foot and stuff like that. How do you feel that your styles will collide on the night?
It'll be one of 2 ways. It'll either be a really boring fight or it'll be fireworks. It all depends on what happens. So I can box as well. People got to remember, I can't just have a fight, I can box as well. I have boxed for years, but I'm going to look to just pressure forward on him, because that's what I need to do. That's how I beat him, and it's what he wants to do. Like I say, he's going to stand and try and move away. Again, we've got 10 rounds. How long can you move away from me for? And if he's not deterring me, I'm just going to keep pressing forward.
So obviously moving on to obviously the venue itself, obviously being in the away corner as well. Obviously coming to fight, obviously Steffi's fight was obviously Conor. Coming to a new venue, are you looking forward to it?
I can't wait for it. Like I said, you know, to be fair, I'm looking forward to being in the away corner for a change. And it's like, in my shoes, I've got no pressure on me at all. Like I say, he's got all pressures on him. He's in home corner. He's got a lot more to prove than I have. I've been there, done it. Like I say, I feel a lot of people have already ripped me off, if I'm being honest, because they've seen how many fights I did. He's unbeaten and that. But look who he's boxed and stuff. And like he said, his last fight, he got hurt, he got put down twice, and he came back to win brilliantly. He did right well doing what he did. But he's still been down twice against a journeyman. If we're being honest, it were a journeyman. So it's going to be an exciting night. And with venue and that, I just hope it all goes to plan, and I hope it don't get to him, because the venue could get to him.
Do you think he'll be able to handle the pressure? Obviously, like you said, he has fought a journeyman, home fighter, main event. Do you think he'll be able to deal with that sort of pressure on the night? I
should hope so. Like I say, a professional like himself, he should deal with the pressure alright. Like I say, we're both going to be nervous, both going to be excited for it. It's an exciting fight. People want this fight to happen. So I should hope so, yeah.
So obviously, is Conor a southpaw?
He is, yeah.
He's a southpaw, so obviously, going up against a southpaw, have you obviously had plans in camp to obviously prepare against Conor being a southpaw?
Yeah, like I say, we've got plans, like I say, preparing for southpaw, but we just do like we always do, we prepare for everything, because you never know tonight, he might turn and think, oh, you know what, I'm going to box the way around tonight. So we're not necessarily just preparing for a southpaw, we're going to make sure everything we do, we've prepared. Anything he may throw at us, that we've witnessed it and we've got a plan for it.
Yeah, so obviously Conor could go on about your age, saying you're not as experienced, is it? How would you kind of respond to that? Obviously, like you said, you are a baby in the sport, but how would you kind of respond to him saying that you're not as experienced as him in the sport? It's
one of them experiences you can't buy. You do need a lot of experience. But like I said, I've got a massive amateur pedigree. I had over 70 fights as an amateur. So it's one of them. I've got experience, like I said, I've boxed in pro ranks for the last, I think I've been pro 5 years now. So his experience, they are kind of even. Like I said, I know he's had more professional fights, but I've been in 10-round title fights. So the experience weighs itself out.
Do you feel, obviously, due to him obviously being 27, 28, coming into obviously his prime, whereas yourself being a lot younger, do you feel like maybe for Conor's career it's make or break? If he loses this, where can he go?
It could be for him. Like I say, I feel he's got a lot to prove, and he's not got a lot of time left in this sport. Like I say, like 27, 28, most fighters retire around 35. So he's got about another 5-7 years to get what he wants to achieve done. I've still got another 15 years in this sport. I'm in no rush, and I'm enjoying my journey. I don't have to rush anything. And when you enjoy what you're doing, it makes me very dangerous on the night, because I'm enjoying it. I love what I'm doing. I don't have to rush anything, so on the night it's going to make me very dangerous.
Yeah. So obviously only having 7 fights as well, and obviously that early in your career as well, having a central area fight, what was your maybe mentality with going for a central area title so early in your career, only being 22?
Well, I went for my first central area when I was 20. And that's it. When I got offered that fight, we thought, what if I got to lose? That's it. We're in this sport to take chances and try and work my way through, try and win as many titles, big fights as I can. So why not start young? Like I say, a lot of fighters nowadays, they're not willing to take these kind of fights, they're not willing to take a risk, because they're too busy thinking about the perfect records and all this. But that's when fighters run out of time. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and end of the day, when you've got two people with small gloves on, we're both human, it all comes down to one night.
What's it like having the guidance of obviously Ryan in the corner and stuff like that? Is that a huge benefit to
it's brilliant having Ryan in my corner. Like I say, this will be my second fight with Ryan in my corner. I've only been here maybe a year now, and I've loved every little bit of it with him. Training hard, training morning and night. I can't thank him enough for what he's doing for me.
So how long have you been with Ryan now to start?
About a year I've been with Ryan.
So quite new to it.
Yeah.
Ryan. And what's it been like obviously this past year, just completely different to...
completely different, like I say, it's exciting. I got a bit more excitement back for this sport and that. And he's just there with me all the time, pushing me, giving me advice when I need it. And he's always there, he's more like a father figure as well as advice, not just boxing advice on life and stuff like that as well.
So obviously, I'm looking forward to obviously coming down, spending a bit of time with you, obviously filming your training and stuff like that, and obviously as much as I can really, obviously tracking your progress and obviously giving the viewers obviously what they want to wear, building the interest of this fight. But I'll ask one question just to finish, Kane. How do you feel this fight plays out?
I reckon I'll stop him in the later rounds. I reckon I'll leave that belt.
Brilliant. So you'll leave with the belt on the 22nd?
I will do, definitely.
Brilliant. Enjoy Lanzarote.
Yes, thank you.
Training camp, I'm sure it'll be better out there. I'm sure
Oh, well, looking forward to it. Can't beat training camp in sun. Can't beat it.
Good class. I wish it was myself. But yeah, enjoy Lanzarote and I'll catch up with you soon.
Yes, thank you.